Good morning, testing. It works. Oh my god, it worked. Huge. You can't even see it. Disgustingly dirty. I gotta do some spring cleaning in here. Love, love, I want your love. Good morning. Oh, I don't want that up. Frames look good. Hit rate looks good. Life looking good. I have everything up that I need. It's Monday. It's my sister's birthday. I've got my list of things to do today and my list of things to do for the week. I'm ready. I'm already a little bit later than what I wanted to do, but I'm getting a package today, which I wasn't expecting, and so I'm gonna be doing some other stuff instead. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Happy Monday to everybody. Let everybody get in here. Let me tag the entirety of my Discord to let them know that I'm live because I haven't been doing that. What does that mean? Oh, that's not what I want to do. Uh, is it the Stanley's parable or is it the Stanley parable? I think it's the Stanley parable. Right? The Stanley, not Stanley's. Up, Swiggy. Also, good morning. I like your shirt. Yeah, I'm a gamer. I'm a gamer. I actually funny story about this is I got this as a secret Santa gift from somebody I went to college with. And God, I've had it for probably my shirts last a long time. I think I've had this shirt for like 6 years, but I'm a gamer. I like PlayStation. No, but uh we're playing the Stanley Parable for the first time. I watched Pickles play this game when he streamed, and I like watched a very minuscule amount of it because I was like, ooh, I want to play that game. And so I told him I was like I gotta do it, and I've been sitting on it because like sometimes when other people play games, I get a little like, especially if I plan on streaming it or doing something on stream about it, I'm like, oh, somebody just played it, I'll wait. And I've been telling myself I've been going to play it for like 3 years now, even though he streamed it like 5 years ago. So today's the day. Racing. Today starts week 13 of iRacing, which means that it's like a new track and a new car every single day. And then some of the series don't even matter. So this entire week, I mean, I'm only going to be streaming from today and then Friday and Saturday. But today, Friday, and Saturday, I will be not playing iRacing. But I will be playing iRacing again next week. But we are... Oh, wait, that's going to have a different... Fuck. I forgot Oh, no, it's fine. We are... It is the only thing that I have downloaded in my library because my computer has been shitting itself recently. The only game I have downloaded is the Stanley Parable, so we're playing it. That, and I hope that my computer doesn't shit itself. I mean, it's gonna be less intensive than iRacing, so it shouldn't shit itself, but who knows? And I have no idea how the volume's gonna be. This is the first time I've ever opened this. I didn't pay attention. Was that loud? Oh, help if I made sure the screen capture was capturing the right thing. You didn't hear anything? Fuck. That's not good. I heard a boom. Dude, it won't even like pick up the game. Hello? Am I in full screen? Hey, there it is. You can hear that, yeah? Ooh. We'll do English subtitles. Have I played the Stanley Parable before? No. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. I can see it just about there. I have glasses for a reason. At the current time, it is... Hold on. What time is it? 10:21. Okay. Accessibility settings can be accessed from the main menu. Okay. Let's get into it. Is my clock 5 minutes ahead? No. Is my computer 5 minutes ahead? Oh my god. Why is my computer 5 minutes ahead? What the fuck? Wait. Can I change that? Oh, it's on borderless. That's why. Why is my computer 5 minutes ahead? Hold on. Let me go to my settings. Hold on. Hold on. Where do I find that in my settings? But see, it says 10:23 a.m. and it is time set automatically, set to time zone automatically. What is this? To Eastern. What is that? What the fuck? What's up, manager, by the way?
You know what? Even if you were going to be sarcastic and ironic, I
It, it just fucking fixes it. I just gotta turn it off and turn it back on again. Well, I'm 5 minutes ahead in game now, I guess. I want full screen. Should I have VSync on? I'll leave VSync on. Fuck it. Audio's good. Field of view, fine. Oh, should I be playing this on controller? Is this a controller game? Oh no, I can play it on. It's fine. Okay. Alright. Let's do this. I'm assuming my camera is fine where it's at, but if not, I'll move it.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And
Sounds like every sit-down job.
Was happy.
Stanley was happy.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened.
Sounds like a dream to me.
Isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh, and I'm assuming that's where we come in. Can I sit down? No. Hold on, my DPI is way too high for that. There we go. Okay, control is to... I hate Mondays. Classic. I hate Mondays too. What do these say? I can't even read that. Recommendation for overnight committee. Under paperwork. Fuck that. I'm out. There's nobody here.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Number one,
Stanley
Dad.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Where's everybody? They all
No
left.
matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Who did it? Who farted? Wasn't me. I hate Mondays. Paperwork all over the ground. What does this one say? I just like to work. I just hate my boss. I like to work. I just hate my boss. It's so true. So true. That's how I feel. What does that say? Vile? Alright, let's get to that meeting room. I don't know where the meeting room is, though. What's up, Maddie? How are you doing today? How are you this fine Monday? Is that a mirror? No, it's a whole different room. Where is everybody? Where's the meeting room? No. I can't get into any other... Is this the meeting room? No. Oh,
When
this must be the
Stanley
meeting room.
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Do I actually enter the one on the left? Mondays. I was gonna say, I was watching Arch's stream, and then I didn't follow him. And so I followed him, and then I had to wait 10 minutes to talk in his chat. I was like, no! Mondays. Do I go left? Yeah, I'll go left. Fuck it. Leaf. Mountain. Ooh, that looks nice. Ah, life. It is not the correct time because I'm stupid. I'm gonna hit every single door. Just try to let me in. Ah, the light. I'm gonna die.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Bi-quarterly post-review. Is that like the final? We need less reviews. 402 plus 405. Want to get rid of the death sport portion in the primary review schedule. The death sport. Uh-oh. Hi, Jacob. How are you? But I think that's a stupid idea. He thinks. But underlined I and stupid idea. More water coolers. More water cooler heaters. Up code. Charts need to be more hip. To appeal to teenage demographic. Find teenagers to put in teenager demographic. Big net? Maybe. Potentially. Find your demographic. Some sort of child trap. That sounds like a liability to me. Oh, wait. How's the projector moving? A lot of percent. Teenagers, size of demographic. Yeah, they need more teenagers to fill that graph, it looks like. Space between the teenagers. Put some ideas into the bin. 1, no more bin / trash can. Renaming of ideas. .30 firing of me. Ideas in the bin. Nice. How to solve dispute with a coworker. Resent coworkers for not supporting you. More. Let it ball up inside of you. And now I can't see it. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Oh, well. I'm such a slow reader. I'm sorry. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Ah, stop it. Stop it. You're too kind. I'm just a gamer. Number of slides on this slide. There's, yeah. Rate at which charts on the same slide depict the same information. That's a lot of charts. Oh, more charts. A Venn diagram. Bar. Whoa. Whoa! Boss appreciation minute. Circle the top 20 things you love the most about your boss. I don't like my boss at the moment. Well, one of my bosses. But that's fine. That's none of the rest. We don't talk about that. Like yourself, but more inclined towards conflict. You got a person who... I can't read all that fast. What are my dreams for the future? To not be at my job. I want to retire at 27. Tips for not getting fired. Talk less. Do unbelievingly amazing work all the time, every day, no exception, no promotion, no recognition. Don't get fired. True. You're going with the plant life personally? Alright. What do people want? Things, money, more money, things, but with money to buy more things. And graphs about things and money, dude. Take it out passive aggressively on other coworkers. Yeah, just leave some. Depending on what you're doing, just like leave a passive aggressive sticky note, or you know, send like a Teams message that's just like passive aggressive. That'll be fine. The stock market somewhere there? Eh. I don't know what the stock market's looking like today. I do. Synergize. Oh, buzzwords. Buzzwords, corporate buzzwords. Synergize. Core value expenditures. Shift global marketing. What is that? Parade, and it's missing the E. Monetize free to play. Help, I'm a post-it. Help, I'm a post-it. Help him. All right. To the office. Oh, I can go to the broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Can I, like, pick things up? I can't even jump. Or at least, unless the jump key is something I don't know.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I kind of want to go downstairs on this one. Nope. We'll go upstairs in a minute. The vet dragged me in. Oh. Wait, what does it say? Dude, I can't read that. Is there a way to pick things up? Me hitting every button to try and pick something up? No. But it says something. It says hi. Oh god. Hold on. Hi, Louise. I something first period and left. I can't fucking read that. I give up. Ooh,
But
car.
Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of
I'm
my
pretty
co-workers
crazy.
blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
I
Why
can't.
did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And
Oh.
for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they
Oh, true.
simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This
I'm
is all
dreaming.
a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. He
Wait,
thought to himself,
the fuck?
I suppose I'll wake
I was
up
just
soon.
here.
I'll have to go back to my boring real life
What the fuck?
pushing buttons.
Wait.
I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So,
Okay, this
he
is different.
imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh shit, what the
Then
fuck?
he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun.
Where's the starfield?
And Stanley
Oh,
marveled
there they
that
are.
he'd still not woken up.
What the
How
fuck?
was he remaining so lucid? And then
Wait.
perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm
Classic.
doing and thinking?
Of course.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered
Who
if
asked?
this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be?
It's the
Was
same.
Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself?
Bro, it's the
Stanley
exact
is as
same.
awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
What the fuck?
Now, hearing the
It
voice
goes
speak these
through.
words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up.
Crazy? I was crazy once.
I'm through with this dream.
Locked me in a room.
I wish it to be over.
A rubber room.
Let me go back to my job.
Bats make me crazy.
Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife.
My wife.
And my job.
I want my wife back.
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
I am not okay, believe it or not. And we are back in the same room with the ladder and everything.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real.
It's like going red. What the fuck?
Hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh, that's not good.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
No, don't start us all over again.
Woke up on a day like any other.
Oh, okay.
She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day,
is he fucking dead?
Was
what the fuck?
By the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind.
Me too.
I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better.
Morning, Annis.
But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body.
Didn't even call the police?
And then she turned
what the fuck?
ran.
If I found a dead body, I would, I don't know, call the police? Question mark? What kind of, who just stares at it and then leaves? Does that mean, did I lose?
All of his co-workers were
gone. Oh my god, I gotta start again?
Mean?
I lost.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I don't need to go through all this again.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
I'm going to the right this time.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Oh. Well, I lost.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
I can't read all that. I wish I could grab a cold drink. I need one. I'm thirsty.
Yes, really worth it being here. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Have any of you played Doki Doki Literature Club, and is it a Gooner game? It is not a Gooner game, it's a horror game. It's like you're part of a book club, but then it gets like really dark. I've not played it myself, but I have watched somebody play, I've watched like a playthrough on YouTube at one point. Wait. I want to go further first. Ooh, this looks like my kind of fucking room. It's got all the drafting tables.
Following directions. It's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Do not lie. If you're lying right now, stop. I am not lying. That was the truth I told you about that. Can I go out into the warehouse? can. Oh, I don't have a key card for that. I don't even know if I have an inventory. Warning. Do not jump from the cargo lift when in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift is $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift is $5,000. So does that mean... Wouldn't it be death? I'll go down. Fuck it.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you
weird.
all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
For her. Do it for
This is
her.
it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Is this guy giving me a tarot reading? Is that what that is? Am I supposed to have a girl? Maybe someday. Just kidding. Oh, shit.
That's her, Stanley.
Oh,
You
uh-oh.
need to be the one to do.
Oh, sorry, I should have let him talk. It was her, though. Oh. Are we at her
Oh,
place?
Stanley, is that you?
Oh.
Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right.
Got a high-pitched
there we
voice.
go.
Not that that's a
All right, now,
problem.
I want you to come in and tell me all about your
What the fuck?
Gotcha. Oh, come on.
What the fuck?
Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their
could've.
life to you?
So
I'm
true.
trying to make a point here, Stanley.
Damn.
I'm trying to get you to
Too
see
real.
something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Damn.
Sorry. but
No!
you're my story now.
Ow, let me through. Dude, what a brick wall. Well, I guess I gotta go in now. Place is a mess. What the fuck?
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Oh. Oh, did I lose? Did I find a new ending?
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing
my
of
God.
him.
And he
and
clicks
every
the
button that he
numbers
pushes
and
is a
what they
reminder
tell
of the
him and-
inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to
Wait,
do.
fuck, wait a
Now
second.
he's
I'm
pushing
actually pushing the buttons that
Now
it's telling me to.
He's
now.
eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
See, it's telling me to press the button. I'm pressing the button. Well, I guess I have to.
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands.
That'd be
It was
fun.
wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to
Oh, where's the
fantasize
TV?
about his own job. First, he imagined that one
Said to
day
watch
while at
TV, but there's
work,
no TV
he stepped
anywhere.
up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought
Interesting.
excited him terribly.
Spend time with the boys. Let's go.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors,
Dude,
and
he's
that he
just
could go
playing
through
the
either.
game.
At
Like, I just
last,
did this.
Choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
True. And I went right.
As he wandered through
Oh.
this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations.
I'm going
Down
back
one
into the
path
office.
led
I can
enormous
see it.
round room with monitors and
I'm going.
mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was
I
a
love how
game
the
with a
line was
baby.
trademarked.
And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Oh my god.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Please press T to tell my wife I love you. I love you, wife. I love you, white figured wife that isn't actually my wife.
But there is no answer.
Oh.
How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
And back in the
I'm trying
office.
to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me.
That's
He
called
won't
work.
stop.
Work is
Here,
slowly
watch
killing you.
this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
I won't do it. I won't. Hands up. I'm not touching. Dude, it's even got the like clock in the background. I used to have a clock in my room that I used to like fall asleep to that made TikToks. Oh my god, the TikToks. Told me to not touch it. Well, I guess I kind of have to hit it, right? The clock would definitely keep you up. You get used to it after a while, believe it or not. It's something you have to get used to. I'm hitting it. Fuck
You
it.
see? Can he just not hear me?
Oh.
How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
I'm not questioning
I
anything.
suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time.
Oh,
And I
what the
tried
fuck?
again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Oh. Damn. I really wanted that wife. Wife was looking so good. And we're back in. We go again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Back
Stanley
to the
decided
meeting
to
room.
go to the meeting room. Perhaps he
I'm
had simply
going.
missed a memo.
Time to speedrun, baby.
When Stanley came to
I'm
a
going
set
left.
of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Now we're going up to...
Yet
Oh wait, I
there was
didn't look
not
at
a
this one.
single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Do not
Stanley
alter
decided
without
to go
consulting
up to his
whiteboard
boss's
manager.
office,
Rip
hoping
bombs.
he might find an answer there.
Alright. There's nothing in the broom closet. I already went up there. And now,
Coming
okay,
to a
we go
staircase,
upstairs.
Stanley walked upstairs
Ah!
to his boss's office.
Oh, what the fuck? Why does it look like that? Executive bathroom. Oh. Damn! There's a carpet in the bathroom? I mean, I guess. Take the batteries out? You'll get used to it. You get used to it. The one thing I can't do is people that snore, man. I went to my sister's bachelorette party, and somebody was snoring underneath me. Hey, I wish I had brought earplugs, and I didn't. Snoring, I feel bad for people. Like, the only time I snore is if I'm really, really, really tired. Like, if I went and did a lot of, like, physical work or like I was like if I'm just like really really tired, I snore. Otherwise, I'm a sound sleeper, thank God. But some people can snore. To be rich, is it a crime to commit crimes? Isn't it rich? What a life it would be to just pick just one. True. Extreme bathrooms. Oh my God, and Time. Time magazine, but it's oh, that's just the wood. Nothing to see here. Oh my God, it looks just like my computer in my office. The beige pages. I don't even know where the yellow pages are anymore, if people still use them. Oh. Dude, the squeak. Is that the exec's office? What's this? Indoor monthly time. Laughs. Oh, an elevator. Oh. Oh. Am I going down or up? Down. I hope it plays some... Oh, it does! Nice. Love some elevator music. Oh, it's in my right ear. I hate that. Oh, I was gonna say, oh, it was waiting for me. Wait. This is the same room. Wait, what happened if I go up? Is it a different song? No. Okay, it's the same room. I just went in the elevator to go nowhere. Got it.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to
Jesus.
discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
Oh God.
But of
2845.
course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
I don't have a pen. Hold on. I might need that. 2845. I gotta write that down. Write that down. Write that down. What's your name? What's your name?
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs.
2845.
Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Where is this?
Two, 8, 4,
Where?
5.
Oh. I'm an idiot. Oh.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
Wow, I'm so good.
Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Interesting. Okay. Dude, I wish I could jump, man. I wish I could jump. I want to jump over these. But it won't let me. Oh, weird. Okay. We'll go in. The sound is excellent in this game. I'll be honest, so far. Oh, wait. I don't know if... Is that... That looks like I can fall down it. Oh, I think I kind of have to. This is the first time altogether I have not played the Stanley Parable ever. Why, is there a difference between the Ultra Deluxe versus everything else? Am I stupid? Well, I guess I'm going down. Oh, wait. It's fine. There is an elevator there. Did I do it? Did I win? Tell me I
Descending
won.
deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
No, it would not. Can I go back up? I can.
Whoops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me.
Silly
Why
you.
did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
Ah. Yeah, I have no idea what the regular Stanley Parable was, so this is all new to me. Okay, we are quite literally. Oh wait, I can't go back down. What the fuck? Guys?
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points,
How are you
one
doing today,
after
Ed?
the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow. I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
No, I keep on hitting the wrong button. Ow. Wait, it's all fucking wrong. What? Do I have to go back down now? Oh, I can go back down.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
I'm just so freaking smart. I'm wicked smart. What can I say?
Surely this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor, won't he?
What if I don't?
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator.
How many?
I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
Killing me too. I'm curious. How many times can I go up and down this elevator?
Oh my god. The boss's office.
Whoa!
This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a timeout here for a minute while I process this. Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No, wait. No, I need more time to process.
I'll hit it again.
All right, I have fully come to terms with it. I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
You'll never guess what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go down, and then I'm gonna go back up
Of
again.
course.
Believe it or
Going
not,
back down
I'm
the
gonna do that.
elevator. How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before.
No
I had
way.
no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
All right. Take me out. That way I can go back in and go back up. Well, I think I've exhausted it. It has nothing anymore. Done with meetings for today, and it's 11 o'clock.
You know what?
Nice.
I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment. Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator. But the suspense, the agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill.
True.
I simply don't want to let
Could it
that
be the
feeling
boss's
go.
office?
It's so precious, so fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow? There we go. Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley,
What book
it
are you
seems
reading?
like nowadays
Question mark.
the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started. But where's the tension? Where's the
I'm ready for the
trust in
jump scare.
audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters? Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises, to have to think and to anticipate, and then to marvel at the eventual reveal? This is storytelling, Stanley. What you and I are doing right now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years. And it's really all because of you.
Thank you.
You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean it. This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being
true.
fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp
Content.
and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much, Stanley, because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know? People
I
look up
am,
to you.
thank you.
Which is why, though I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you, so that you can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life. Yes,
Will
I
that
know
link
you're
still
not
work?
much for the public eye, but I thought it
I
would
don't know.
especially mean a lot to the people
does?
who have been
That's sick.
following you from the beginning. They
Don't follow
really
me on
look up
Twitter,
to you,
though. I don't
Stanley.
post
I don't
anything.
know if you realize the impact you have on them.
I haven't posted
This is
anything
the
on there in a long
kind of
time.
gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them
Twitter.com.
for the better. Oh, good, we're here.
Oh! New room! Yay! My current book of choice, Maddie, by the way, is my bag. My current book is Every Tool's a Hammer, Life is What You Make It by Adam Savage. This is the Adam Savage that was from Mythbusters. Can't really see him, but you know the guy. And it's basically talking about his work as a model maker and like how he goes through life and such, and how he's okay with being different and he embraces that, and how he stays productive and stuff. It's cool. It's a good book. As a maker and a designer myself, it is a good book. I don't read nonfiction. The only nonfiction books I encourage everyone to read is The Four Agreements. I read between... I go back and forth. I read a nonfiction design-related book, and then I go to a, like, fiction, like, book of choice that somebody gives me. Hi, my name's Jared, and I'm 19, and I never learned how to fucking read. Lips hair, I don't have. My next book is Paper Towns what is it? Paper Towns by John Green. I don't know where my books are. Because I was recommended it. Alright. Let's continue on. $5 weeks. Damn. I recommend this. No peepees here. We don't do peepees here. Alright.
Okay, the room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here somewhere.
All eyes on Stanley live on stage. Uh-oh. World's healthiest human being. All tricks revealed. Nice. How we did it? The pyramids. 5. The guy that went to Mars. Cool. Dude, the red carpet. I've never been on a red carpet before. An evening with the world peace baby. Interesting.
Ah, yes, here it is, just through this door.
The Stanley Parables. Stanley. Live on stage. The man, the process, the myth, the legend, the parable. Stanley, the Stanley Parable. Tonight, live on stage. Q&A with the world's first sentiment machine. Sentient. Why did I say sentiment? Ooh, that's a good movie. That Karate Kid. Doing great. A conversation with Alexander the Great. 2 stage. Welcome,
Right.
Stanley.
Are you ready? I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature of surprise in storytelling and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry. You'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley. Okay, it looks like they're ready for you. Go get 'em.
Fake a leg. Champ, your boss. Stanley, my true love for you grows every day. You make me feel alive. Your wife from the apartment ending. Oh, shit. That life isn't real, though. I love the way you ride elevators. Thanks. I did that a couple of times. No one tells stories the way you do. Go get him, Tiger. Stanley, me, dad, age 6. Story. Do I yap a lot? Thanks for showing me the cool skateboard trick in the parking lot. You are too cool. Good luck on the stage. Rock on. And then break a leg, champ again. Wish you were here. Aloha from Freedom Ending. I played the demo. I went to the mind control facility and all I got was a lousy sticker. That's great. Narrator Airlines. Adventure awaits. And then 427. Up again, down again. The Stanley story. True. Oh my god. Does everyone know what this is? This could be a tessellation. A tessellation is a repeating pattern of the same image that sort of fits in together and creates like a pattern. It's a tessellation. Good job, everybody. We're learning something new today. I made a tessellation in school for my coloring composition class. Noted, but I have never read a self-help book. Don't even get me started on self-help books, Wiggy. Ooh. Look at all these fans. Ooh, my ears. I'm gonna say my ears hurt on that one. That was a
All of his co-workers were gone.
they're all gone.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
No, I don't need to go up and down the elevator 15 times this time. I'll walk through the fucking...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm speed running. Look at me
Yet there
go.
was not a single person
I'm
here
taking
either.
optimal lines
Feeling a
here.
wave of
Oh, I
disbelief,
fucked up. I went the
Stanley
wrong way.
decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Go. To the right. Nothing in the bathroom. Go into here.
Stepping into his
2845
manager's
is
office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of
What?
any human life. What could it mean?
I'm too fast.
Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
No, I gotta get through. Let me go.
Anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
Fuck. Time after time. You can walk, you can wait, and I'll be waiting.
Feeling
Time
soothed
after
and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Alright, go. Down. Alright. No going back up this time. We go through the alley.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Escape. I'm not going in there. I'll escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Solid. I'm gonna die, but
The
it'll be
door
okay.
behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Gotta keep going. Gotta keep going straight.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and
I am.
willingly confront his death.
So yes, sir. Bye. First splat. I'm dead. Oh, I'm not dead. Is this an elevator
As
that's
the
jumping me
machine whirred
from
into
top?
motion,
No.
and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was
Dead
of no
low.
great
I'm
loss,
dead.
like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Hey, don't tell my foster manager. I'm dead.
Farewell,
Oh.
Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
Who's
In a
this?
single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Oh. Is this a new narrator? 08. Oh, the Stanley Parable.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Who knows?
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Did I fuck up? I don't know what a mobile, I don't know what one that is. I don't know what emote that is. I definitely don't have it. It's probably just like, oh, shit, wait. Okay, so this shows my line. Wait, hold on, what does it say over here? Office layout. The blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. The path of Stanley's office to the two doors was the first part of the game was built. Sections have been added and altered throughout development. The core layout remains, the core layout remains mostly identical to the first iteration. The corridor. The pacing of this opening section was important to get right. This corridor has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the 2 doors in a good time. What happens after the 2 doors? The 2 doors. The set of the 2 open doors was the very first concrete piece of the Stanley Parables design. Once this room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it, an exploration of the contradiction that this room posed. Filing cabinets. This is like a museum. It's kind of actually sick. That's my office. No cat side, just sigh. I have different emotes here. I don't want everything to be cats. No offense. As much as I love cats. Oh, I can't go in. Just sigh. It's an eye roll. Buttons. Oh. It's like we're starting down a race in Mario Kart. Dun dun dun. The keyboard strokes and synthesized tones. This one sounds like a medical office, like a... Oh. Fun. What's this one? Office computers. Installation. Installing Chart Pro 2.01 program files. Chart Pro. Okay. Playing Solitaire. Classic. Employee database. Nice. Wait, is this actually... Which way do I go? I'll go right. I'll go right. We'll see what's down here. The boss's office. Screens from the development of the boss's office. That's kind of cool. Office clock. At 5 minutes ahead. That looks actually like 10 minutes ahead. Oh, wait, what the fuck? How do I get down there? I don't know. Freedom ending. This was the very first incarnation of the freedom ending. It's alpha. I don't think I've gotten the freedom ending. I don't think. The countdown desk. One of the desks from the early versions of the countdown ending. How did I get here? Freedom ending. This is a freedom ending as it exists in the beta. Lovely. Monitor room elevator. Wait. How many endings are there in this game? Holy. There's gotta be a lot. Go up and down, freedom. Down, down, low. Am I spoiling? Hold on, how do I get the hell out of here? Exit. Is this actually the exit?
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
I don't want to see all the endings and stuff. I didn't know that was actually the end.
But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
Splat. Oh, I think I actually have to... hit start this game again.
Stanley
What an
had never seen the
interesting-
office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
This is that was a new starting phase.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here
Nope,
either.
still nobody in the
Feeling
office.
a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Going in.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey,
Oh.
look, it's a new passageway.
Wow.
Surprise.
Didn't even have to put it in that time. Nice. Thank you. I still gotta press the button to go down though. Okay, I gotta remember what way I came down because I don't. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember how I got there. Besides I went down the escape room. That's what I did.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I will be doing that this time. This is gonna close behind me. There it goes. Oh,
The
button.
lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
What
Stanley
did it
thought to
hold?
himself.
I thought.
Did he have the strength to find out?
I can't hit the button. Another button.
Now the monitors jumped to life.
Oh,
Their true
shit.
nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building.
Jesus
Stanley's
Christ.
co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Where am I? 427. Right there. Oh yeah, there's my office. 427. Look at that. Can I hit the button again? No. Okay. We continue on. Hit the button.
This
Oh, that guy got
mind-controlled
fired.
facility,
Oh, and
it
he's
was
got
too
fired,
horrible
too.
to believe it couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Who else got
Was this
fired?
the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own
Where are we
life
going?
in someone else's
Pirate.
control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For
Can I go in
he
here?
would dismantle the controls once and for all.
How do I go down? I want to go down. I can't click anything. Dude, what a fucking creepy fucking room. What the hell? Got like the pit? It's got like a fighting ring in the center. Oh, it's got the button that I was clicking. Wait. Okay, that doesn't lead to anywhere. I guess I'm just going through. Mind controls idle awaiting input. Okay. Why did the door stay open? Oh, maybe because I have to go through it again.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power,
Nope. I think I killed it. Is it over?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Oh my god, I already said that. I literally just said that.
Yes.
Oh!
He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
Oh, this is the
Where
life.
had his
This is the
co-workers
escape
gone? How
ending.
had he been freed
Oh, the
from
freedom
the
ending,
machine's
sorry.
grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his.
Oh, look at that. It's
And
beautiful.
that was all he needed to know.
Oh.
It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing.
Pardon me, I'm a little
Stanley
tired.
stepped through the open door.
Man, look at that. That is beautiful. The freedom ending. Let me into the...
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Aww. So nice. What a good ending. What a happy ending. And then it's gonna throw me... Complete the Stanley Parable. Wait, that was the game? Wait. Well, I gotta go back in. I got the achievement that I completed the game. New content. Let me go to the I gotta go all the way back to there.
When Stanley came to a set of two
Because I
open
I hit
doors,
off
he
there.
entered
I
the
want to hit
door
on.
his left.
But there was new content back there. So I'll have to go into the new
Yet there was
content.
not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go
Love
up to
new
his
content,
bosses.
true.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked
Even though new
upstairs to his
content was,
boss's
like,
office.
Years ago, still, like 2022.
Here's the door, just go.
Thank you. Thank you for just letting me in. I gotta sneeze. Whew. Jeez. Thank you. Good morning, NCOG. How are
Stanley
you?
walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I am doing that. Again. Happy Monday.
The lights
the light.
rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
Let me
Stanley
in.
thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Go, 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 go. What's up, Orange? How are you this morning? Hit the screens.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
Yes, let me
And
go.
Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored
go,
in
go,
this
go, go,
place
go.
where freedom
Go,
meant
go, go.
nothing. This mind control facility.
I
it
just
was
got the
too
Golden Gophers
horrible
out of the
to believe
conference
it couldn't
hockey
be
schedule
true.
this season.
Had
And
Stanley
goal.
really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his
I don't know
boring
what that
job?
means,
That his
but-
emotions had been
Cool.
manipulated to accept it blindly?
Oh wait, the
No.
Golden Gophers
He
are
refused
college,
to
right?
believe it. He couldn't accept
don't know.
it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it?
Gotcha.
Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
If anything, Swiggy, I support Northeastern because it was right next to Wentworth. And I've watched the Huskies, Northeastern Huskies win the Bean Pot twice in person
Here
at
is the
TD
proof.
Garden.
The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad.
Your mascot
or
doesn't even wear
content.
pants. What's this?
Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Oh, wait.
For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
We hit on this time.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
I
After
did.
they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself? Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed
go
to
back?
let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency.
I got him. Oh, somebody already. Yanis already did. Nice, Yanis. Oh wait, no, actually. Did I do it? Did I do it?
Emergency detonation system.
Back in.
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode,
that's fine.
eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes.
2 minutes?
Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
Oh,
it's
shit.
your time to shine. You are the
fuck do
star.
I get out?
It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you.
I'm just hitting a button.
About me. Where we're going. What all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are?
What?
A moment
Wait.
of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good
button
mood.
5.
You're gonna die anyway. I'll
Wait,
tell you exactly
what button is
happened
this?
to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in
Wait,
this instance.
I
of
gotta
the
hit the
story.
button.
Sometimes when
I hit the
tell it,
button.
I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons
What?
endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office
What?
sink into the ground,
1.
swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp.
Oh, that's 10. Oh
I have to say
shit.
this, though, this version of events has
Button.
been rather amusing. Watching you
I gotta
try to
find
make
the one-
sense of
the 10.
everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich.
Oh, no, it's
I almost
1.
hate to
Where's
see
the
it
1?
go. But I'm sure whatever I
10.
come up with on the next go around will
House.
be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the
No.
clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
So-
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley?
You have 3
Is it that
attempts
you
remaining.
have no idea
Uh-oh.
where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button,
Wait.
screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this
No.
video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose
Wait.
in this place is?
Wait, what I hit?
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still
Oh,
playing
did I
instead of
fuck
watching
up?
a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless.
How much time do I have left?
See
I got
you
45
made
seconds.
humble.
Fuck.
This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy.
I don't know what I'm
wanted
supposed to
control
do.
This world, that's fine.
Oh,
I'm
there's a
going to
3.
destroy it first, so
Oh,
you
bye.
can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley.
I know,
That's
there's
30 seconds
30
you
seconds.
have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully?
This is fucking
Another
insane.
choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing
Oh.
at every second of your inevitable life from the
There's
moment we
fucking
fade
numbers
in
on the
until
fucking
moment
wall.
we
I didn't
say,
even see those
"Happily
ones."
ever after."
Oh my god. I gotta do that again. I think I can... I gotta do that one again, because I think I can definitely get out of that one. I just didn't know there were numbered buttons on the walls. I just saw the 3, and I didn't look for the other ones. Because I'm stupid.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check
Yeah,
on his
yeah, yeah.
co-workers. He never functioned well by himself. And
Don't waste your
constantly
time, it's a
needed
fake
support
puzzle.
and guidance from others.
Don't spoil
So
it for
the
me.
thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
I'm gonna do it anyway.
When
Just
Stanley
out
came
of
to a
spite.
set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave
No,
of
you're all good.
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his
I'm still gonna
boss's
do it, though.
office. Hoping he coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Should put a non-spoiler tag. I feel like
Here's
that
the
should just
door,
be
just
human in
go.
general. Especially when it says first time playthrough. Who the fuck uses tags? I don't believe in tags. The only tags that I would have would be loser, nerd, like gamer. I don't know.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
We all are, trust me.
The lights
Trust me,
rose
I
on
am
an
not-
enormous
I am
room
not a
packed
normal
with
human
television
being either.
screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
It's just,
Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength
just say,
to find out?
You only get to see this part of me. You don't get to see what happens when I'm not here.
Now the
Or when I'm
monitors
not on
jumped to
screen.
life. Their true nature.
You don't know
revealed.
how I act at work.
Each bore the number of an employee. in
No,
the
I wouldn't
building.
add
Stanley's
femboy.
co-workers.
Fencog.
The lives of so
I am
many
not-
individuals reduced to images
I'm
on
a
a screen.
gamer.
And Stanley, one of them.
However, I
eternally
did,
monitored in this
on that
place
note,
where
Ncog, I
freedom
did
meant
see
nothing.
that, I looked through the
This
femboy
mind
tab
control
because
facility,
XQC had
was
it
too
on his,
horrible to believe it couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all
had
this
femboy
time?
as one of his
Was this
tags.
the
I was
only
like,
reason
what?
He was happy with his
I was like, do
boring
people
job?
actually look at
That his
tags?
emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly.
What do you mean your large niche monster truck collection could suggest neurodivergence?
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own
Maybe.
life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't
No,
it?
you're all good, cool
Was it
Betty. It's
even
fine.
possible?
Well, I'm just
Had he
picking fun.
truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I'm just picking fun.
But here was the proof.
Oh,
The
man.
heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it
Okay, so I
monitored
might do
and
the same thing
commanded from
again, but
this
I'm
very
going to
place.
try.
And as the cold reality of his past began to
Just
sink
for
in,
shits and gigs.
Stanley decided that this machinery would... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls,
Go,
did
go,
you?
go, go, go.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off
Okay.
and leave.
Wait, what number's up
If you
there?
want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that.
I don't know what
I'm
number's
afraid
up
you
there.
don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent,
Yeah.
Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's
got a nice
emergency
accent.
detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode. eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then?
Hit the timer.
Let's say,
2 minutes. Nice.
Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me.
Okay, maybe I don't know.
Going, what all this means, I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine.
Erased them. Erased
Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
Wait.
Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp.
Hold on, I'm gonna do this.
I have to
Red,
say this, though. This version
green,
of events has been
yellow,
rather amusing.
blue.
Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you,
red,
it's quite rich.
red,
I almost hate
red.
to see it go.
Damn it.
But I'm sure whatever
Red.
I come up with on the next go-around will be even better.
What the fuck?
My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what?
Dude, I can't do anything.
I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds.
I don't know where this
Time
blue
doesn't
3
grow
is,
on
man.
trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off?
Wait.
Look at you.
Hold on.
Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons. No, these
Wait,
colored
can I just
ones.
set it
Or
off
maybe
again?
this big red button. Or
Wait.
this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley?
Oh, no, I can't.
That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have
Fuck.
any idea what your purpose in this place
I
is?
suck.
But you really believe there's an answer?
There's
How many
more to this
times
game
will
than
you
this,
replay
right?
this bit, looking
It's not
desperately for a
like
solution?
there's more
10,
content and there's got to be more
100,000?
endings, right?
I look forward to finding out and to watching
I
the
have
bomb
no
go off
fucking-
each time you fail. Just you and me in the retching explosion
I'm so
of
confused.
fire and metal over and over and over for all of
Did we try the new
eternity.
content door
And
yet? No, but
Stanley
that's the.
died
If I,
again.
once I'm done with this one, I think I am going to do
And
that.
Stanley died again.
Yellow.
And Stanley
Well,
died
I'm dying again. I quite literally am
Take a look
dying
at the
again.
clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30
Well.
seconds until a big boom and then nothing.
Oh well, it's over.
Just you
I'm
being
dying.
blown to pieces. Would
The
you
new
cling
content
desperately
is
to your
peak.
frail life? Or
Well,
will
we're
you
headed
go
into it
peacefully?
next.
Another
Even though I
choice.
know that there's
Make it count.
probably some stupid
Oh,
shit
yeah.
that I'm
It's all
missing.
the same to me.
I
All part of
have
the
no
joke.
idea.
And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever
Because I don't know what to do with there anymore. I don't have enough time. I'd have to go all the way back and go again and again and again. It's fine. Alright, new content. Here we go.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to
Yep.
check on his
I'm not
coworkers.
going to the
He
meeting
never
room. I'm going to
functioned
new
well by
content.
himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was
Anything in
terrifying
there?
to him. Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
What does it mean, new content? Nope, can't open that door. Okay. Ooh, dark. Ooh. Transition screen.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
Yeah, it's a long time.
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Well, what was I? How old was I 12 years ago? I was 24. Just kidding. I'm not. I'm 26 now. I was definitely not 24 12 years ago. I was 14. Damn. This was 2019, then 2020, then COVID hit 2020, then 2022.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Same elevator as all the rest. Can I go down? Hello?
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never
new
been
content.
more ready. Let's do it.
And Cog, what are you gonna do with that information?
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if, Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
ASL? Question mark? What's your, the year you were born, plus your pet's first name? What street did you grow up on? Yeah, that's what I was just thinking about. Your mother's maiden name, perchance? Your oldest sibling's middle name? Question mark? Just asking. Oh, it's on the other side. New content.
All right, let's see. It's the
jump circle. Wait. Go, 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 go. I gotta finish it. I did it. I can't jump anymore. Oh. I just got an achievement. You can't jump. No, seriously, we disabled it. Wow. So I did. That was the new content, was jump. That's fun.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content.
Yes.
There has to be something else, right? Goodness. Another
elevator.
Stanley,
Take me to another
I have
section.
To say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and...
Yeah, there is a lot of people born in August.
Exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see.
Did I do your Taylor
I'm ready for
Swift
whatever
birthday
it
song?
is.
Did I do my Taylor Swift birthday song? Maddie, what does that mean? Does that mean, like, if Taylor, like, there's a song for Taylor Swift album month and then, oh god, no, I didn't. Album equals month. Do you know this off the top of your head on Maddie? Because it's 10/24. I mean, I can probably look this shit up. Taylor Swift birthday song. How do I... Where, how do I find this thing? Your album is Midnight. I'm going to use the 3 a.m. version. Hold on. Let me... And then 24. a.m. You'd be snow on the beach. What is this? Hold on. I don't... Midnight 3 a.m. Midnight 3 a.m. edition. 20... Wait. Oh, okay. This would be my birthday song. I don't think I've actually listened to this, if I'm gonna be honest. So how did you get the 3 a.m. version? How do you know that? Like, what's that between all the others? Dude, this song's like 5 minutes long. Holy shit. Oh, okay. Is this the one that I think it is? Is Karma the one that I think it is? Oh, yeah, it is. Oh. It is the one I'm thinking of. I'm gonna stick with the other one. I'm gonna stick with Snow on the Beach because I haven't heard that one. Alright. Back to the game. Back to new content. New content. No, I have not I've never looked at that. So it's the I'm gonna write that down because I'm gonna ask that to people that I know if they know their Taylor Swift song. So it is the month is the album, and then the day is the track. Noted. Got it written down for future reference. All right, back to new content. Oh,
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley?
We count the
This is what
anthology as the
happens
12th
when
album
greedy
for now.
video game
Gotcha.
developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
Out of date. It's not Twitter anymore.
It's
They
my
need to
fault,
fix
Stanley.
that.
I built up too
Don't
much
they know that it
anticipation
is
around the new
X the
content,
everything
I'm
app?
afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me
Unfollowing.
having a
Don't
great time
unfollow.
together like always. What do you say, friend?
Wait, was that really it? Was that was that really the new content? Oh wait. No, this is a new room. I still call it Twitter in 20 years, I think. I will too. It's just so much easier. Do I call it the Gulf of America? No. It's the Gulf of Mexico. The fuck? Twitter was like unique. It was like it played off of the bird. It was like it was a good cohesive brand. Now it's just like X, which is just like stupid. The branding on Twitter was peak. Right. Oh my god, I've been in that hallway like 5 times. Can I go through this door? No, I can't.
Psst! Stanley! Come over here! In the vent! I want to show you something!
I don't want to. I'm gonna go.
Oh, you don't want to see the cool surprise I made for you? Well, fine. You're a dork anyway, so who cares?
No, I can't go through the new content door. Oh, did I just?
When Stanley came
Oh
to
my
a
god,
set
I
of
just
2
started the
open
game
doors,
again.
He
No
entered the
fucking way.
door on his left.
Wait. Do I gotta go through the whole game again? Oh no. Why did I do this?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling
Oh
a wave
my
of
god, I did.
disbelief, Stanley
Hold on. Begin this one again. Wait, does that mean... Wait. Okay, it does. Whew. I need to play some more single-player games. I haven't.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
I'm venting, guys. Do you fuck with horror games? I'm just not like a... Personally, I am just not... I have trouble staying on task on single-player games. I'm like, okay, I'll dive into this, and then after like an hour or 2 of playing, I'm just like, okay, I'm done. And then I don't care to go back. Maybe because I'm not fully invested in storylines and I need to be more invested. I don't know. But I don't know. Coffee nut. Down I go. Whoop. Oh. Yeah, that's why I play multiplayer too. That's why I play Rocket League and League of Legends, and I like to play open world games. So like, I'll play Minecraft, I'll play Terraria, I'll play Stardew Valley, I'll play...
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past, and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a
Ooh.
look.
Oh wait, that's fucking sick. What the hell? It's like a medieval... It's like Office plus medieval. Oh shit. What the fuck?
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want.
Wow.
Experiences like the launch
Beautiful.
of the Stanley Parable on PC.
What's it say? The memory zone.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the memory zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Wait, this is actually kind of sick. Our first kiss, my first car, the release of Stanley Parable. That's like that. That is like something you get on like Etsy. Literally what he just said. The greatest wealth is memories. Aww. Audience award. Good times. As if I already just played through all these. The original remake. Mozilla Firefox. I was actually, started to watch a video last night about, I didn't finish it, but it was talking about how social media is just like 2D flattening everything and then also like making everything the same because of the algorithm, and so it's like making everything the same. And so like we're lacking uniqueness and stuff. I didn't finish the video, but I liked it, so I'd go back and see it. Crazy. Yeah, I'm not a big Souls person, man. Dodge. A mile because it happened. So true. So true. Oh my god, it's a dollar bill. Hi, George. This is kind of cool. I do enjoy this. This little, like, don't play for 5 years. Yeah. I want you to know that this achievement, the don't play for 5 years, is just the original Stanley Parable. The deluxe, the ultra deluxe version is fucking 10 years. You gotta not play for 10 years. Alright. Wait, I can't. Life.
Je suis dans la mémoire zone, seul sur la pluie de l'eau, et je n'attends
Yeah. 10 years.
que toi, mon amour. C'est là, dans la mémoire zone, où je me remémore les jours où je t'ai
Aww.
rencontré, mon
Little Stanley.
amour. Mais ici, c'est aussi
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
An hour of new elevator content. Dude, I have a decision to make. Do I go up or down? I'll go down. Fuck it. Memory zone maintenance. Oh, I can't. I can't go down. Never mind. Just looks as if I can go down. Person of the year. It's me. There are all the buttons. This is kind of cool. All the memories of making stuff. That's like how they developed it. That's kind of cool. Smiley button. I can't jump still.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories. These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again.
Oh, I was gonna say the maintenance door opened.
Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before.
It's gonna take me back to
What's
the
this?
fucking
What's down
beginning.
here?
No way, this is gonna take me back to the very beginning. Oh no, it's not. Okay. Oh shit, we're outside.
No. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well.
I've been wanting to play No Man's Sky, because I heard it was good now. And I have Cyberpunk. I started playing Cyberpunk, but it's just so fucking long, and it's a single-player story mode that it's so fucking long, I can't wrap my head around it, man. Uh-oh.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! Trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Can I go both ways? Oh no, it's that way. All these Steam reviews. What's next? Can't open that door. That one's too blurry, you can't even see that one.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Dear, what an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks are my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
The new game of the year? I'm assuming that's what GOT stands for. Oh, Game of Thrones. That makes sense. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't even know what is considered. Oh, Ghost of Tsushima. Oh, GOT is Ghost of Tsushima, Game of Thrones. That makes sense. Ghost of Tsushima. I don't know. I don't play those types of games. Not my style of games.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
9.8
button.
hours on
Well,
record. What
well,
the fuck?
yes.
Holy
Yes, I
shit.
think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and
What
it's
the fuck
always
is
been
this?
my motto. I'd do anything
Oh, it's the
for
door.
the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Yay, skip button.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it.
Let's
It's
see
what
how
the
long you'll
players
go.
have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No, 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 no. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people, and if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story, and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet, no, until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards,
What
the
the fuck
deduction
is he
therefore
talking
becomes
about, man?
impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing
How long
there
does
is.
you
How
think
many
this goes?
billions left until so much more than forever
Eat me.
ago? Which is why I say... The story, and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet, no, until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards,
Oh,
the
it's actually
deduction
just saying the
therefore
same thing
becomes
again.
impossible.
It's actually just...
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto.
A manifesto.
Look,
Ooh.
I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think. Okay, so my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice.
That's very
That
true.
is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've ever been, making every choice to which you've ever given your great gift of mortal and yet timeless thought? Or rather, do all of the choices you've ever made, in fact, make you more not this kind of person, and in fact do the very opposite? You see, it could
Holy
in fact
shit, this
be
is
both
fucking
of
hurting
these
my
things
head.
at once. That you
This
are
is-
both making
I have no idea what's
choices
going
and
on.
not making choices, and that they are both affecting you and not affecting you at the same time by virtue of the fact that you both are and are not making them. Okay, at first, I was leaning towards manifesto. But
Oh
now
my
I'm going
God.
to circle around and slap the treatise label
That's a
on this
lot
one.
of-
I think it has much more of a treatise
That's a lot of
vibe to it.
words.
But wouldn't you say that manifesto just has a
Definitely
much grander
cringe,
sort of tone?
Balsabot
It has
says.
a mouthfeel that is rich with ambition and history. Ambitious history, if you will. See,
1984.
now you've got me
Sorry.
going back to manifesto. Heavens, at this rate, we're going to be here all day. Okay, look, I have a method for exactly this sort of situation, and I do find myself in this
Okay,
situation
I'm done listening to him
frequently.
on that one.
Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips.
narrated
to go,
this game?
"Poof,"
I have no
it's all
idea.
over. Boom! Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I guess I should become better educated on exactly how Steam works.
Kevin
Perhaps
Brightening.
that would have been the smart thing to check on before I went about this whole exercise of making the skip button.
Whoever that is.
Although I
Kevin
have to
Brightening.
imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, surely whoever it is runs Steam will instantly run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review, merely because of this very situation. Yes, I think that's quite likely. Or perhaps they'll simply grant this particular user the ability to change their review, so that the feature
He's
is
just
not
like
widely
mumbling
used.
on and on, but I
Look,
appreciate
I would
his
even
accent.
be okay with Steam altering this particular review so that it reads as something more beneficial. Something along the lines of, this game is the best game. Let me start over. How about this? From the ashes of depravity rises the phoenix of quality.
Oh my god, he shut up. His voice, his accent reminds me of like if you ever have played Get to Work, it is like, I know Vizzo played it at one point, but it's like made by Atriox team, and it has Sea Dog VA as the voice actor, as like the voice over. That is the same sort of accent that I feel this is. It's the same sort of vibe.
Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer.
No W word
That
in here,
last one was,
sorry.
well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate,
Hey, I have today
do
off,
suggest
so
that we not
that's the only
press
reason
the
why I'm
button
here,
again.
is because I have
I
today
think the
off.
skip button has been aptly
I gotta get
demonstrated,
it.
and we can say goodbye to it and just wait.
We all
How do we
do.
get out
I'm
of
trying
here?
to find a new
Where
one
did the
too,
door go?
but
Wasn't there a door that
who
led
knows
into
how
this
long that'll
room?
take. It's a tough
I do feel
market out
quite
there.
certain that there was one here before. How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort, or a window or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere?
Yours is
A
ass
porthole?
too.
A
Welcome to the
sufficiently
club.
large crack in the wall? I'll take any of these. All I want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button to go anywhere other than the skip button. There was a door here before, wasn't there? I swear there was. Where did it go? Can you maybe just ram your way through a wall?
Nope.
Is there any possibility that you could, say, slam your body into the wall until enough damage is done for you to be able to leave? Please, I'll take any option at all.
I wish my
I'm
job just
asking
paid
you
me
to
more. I
work
just
with
got a
me
raise,
here.
but it's not.
We need
I
a
asked
door.
for more, but they
We need
wouldn't
a
give me
door of
more,
some
and I was like,
kind.
great.
I can work with any
Thanks,
kind
guys.
of door as long as it can open and lead from one room to another. I'm going to step away for just a moment, and I'm going to try to find us a door. I don't know how exactly to remove a door and place it in a different wall, but I will find a way, I promise.
That's crazy that you still work
just
there
need
if
to
they're
not
bouncing
do
your
anything.
checks.
Don't
I would
press the
not
skip
be
button.
working there,
Please,
because then that's
please
working for
do
free.
not press the skip button. Just wait here for me, and don't press the skip button. Got it? Yes, good. I'll be right back.
What does bouncing paycheck means? It means that you're given a check to pay you, but then when you try to deposit it, the whoever is trying to give you that money doesn't have enough money in their paycheck in their like bank account to pay them. Yeah, it's crazy. So basically, you're working for free until they have enough money to put into their bank, so that way they can pay you. It's kind of fucked up. I don't think you found a door. Apparently this isn't legal. What are you gonna do? Like, they have no money, so you can't like sue them for money that they don't have. I don't know if is that suable? Is that suable? I don't know if that's suable. But it's definitely not good. You've never written a check. I used to have to write checks to my parents. Because that's, like, if they bought something and I, like, was paying them back, I'd give them checks. to get robbed. I've never seen a check. That's kind of crazy. Does anybody want to see my checkbook? You can have my routing number and my accounting number if you'd like. I'm just kidding. No. No deal. No deal. Me.
Stanley, please don't
I
push the
waited
button
for him
again.
to
It's been
talk.
12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really truly
Yeah, I mean, I
getting
get
longer.
direct
My
deposit
God,
too,
there's no way
so
out of the room.
the best
Stanley,
way
the
is to
door
get
is
direct
gone.
deposit
It's
because
completely
it's a
gone.
lot easier and then you
I've
get it
looked
more
at it from every
directly.
angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times, and there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button, and if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen. I have no idea how long I'll be made to sit here, and more than anything else, I don't
Most
know
people
how to
also
stop
don't
you
use
from
credit
pressing the
cards.
button
I mean,
again. I can't control anything in this room, Stanley.
I use
can't
credit.
touch it,
I
and
use
have to
cash when I
believe. I
can,
have to know that sooner or later, no
and
matter
then
how much I
I
plead
use
with
a
you,
credit
you're
card
going
when
to
I know I
press
have
the
money in
button
my
again.
bank.
Why would you? I've been thinking and
I
thinking,
never
and I
don't
don't
use
know what
money
I
that
can
I
do to
don't
convince you
have, so
otherwise. Oh my God. And it's all because
they
of
don't
those
need credit over
reviews.
there.
Those reviews that I couldn't get out of
That's
my
an
head. I
American
just couldn't
thing.
ignore the negative feedback. Why was it so important for me to fix the problem? Why did Cookie Nine's opinion matter so much to me? I've never even met Cookie Nine. I have no idea who they are. What would it ever really matter? But here I am. I'm fixating on every tiny negative thing that anyone ever says about me. The merest mention of one of my imperfections, and I become as impetulant as a child. Wild and impulsive. I can't help myself. I can't stop myself from lashing out with a vengeful fury to alter and to change and to break anything unbroken. If
My parents'
only it
checkbook
pleases
has
this
a
one
little
person
tractor
who
on
made
it because my dad
single
got a tractor and
negative
he's like, I
comment.
want my checks to have
What does
tractors
such
on
an
it.
impulse serve? For whose
And so now his
benefit
checks
is
have a
this?
tractor on it, a little
Here I am
image
now,
of a
stuck in
a
room,
tractor.
waiting for you to press this button and to become frozen in time, knowing that you're going to do it and that I'm going to be stuck all alone, and that I had the power
Yup.
to prevent it all from
My dad
happening.
still balances
If
his
only
checkbook
I'd
too.
held my tongue.
I mean, I pay attention to my
It's
money.
all out
I
of
don't
my
like
control now.
fully write
Just
things
you.
down, but like
Just
I
your
have a
decision as to exactly when you're going to make me
I have a
suffer,
program that
to
I
leave
look
me
at
all
that
alone.
houses
Surely
all
you
that
will.
information and I like
Don't
double
doubt
check.
it.
You know, I do
Surely
keep my
you'll press
receipts.
that button again, leaving
Like
me
this is
here,
my most
and
recent
surely you'll put
gas
your
receipt
own
right here
desire
for
to see what's
gas to
next
fill up my
ahead of my
car.
need for company.
So like
for
I double check to make sure all the
companionship.
prices are
Surely
correct and
you'll
things.
not be moved by my howls of fitful anxiety that you sit with me and just stay here. Oh no, I know you too well. You'll be leaving me. Oh my God. And it's all because of those reviews.
This guy's still talking.
Those reviews that I couldn't get out of my head.
What kind
I
of
just
car does
couldn't
Mac drive? I
ignore
drive
the
a
negative
2021
feedback. Why was it so important for me to
gray
fix the
Mazda
problem?
3.
Why did Cookie
Wait.
Nine's opinion matter so much to me?
I have a question. All right. My question is, if your car, what do you name your car, and if so, what is the name of your car? Mine is Emma. But Emma like the Watson, like Emma Watson, but not Emma Watson, just Emma. You don't name your cars? What the fuck? Has anyone named their car? I call my car my sister's car still, since I bought it from her. Her name was Harriet? Nice. Harriet's a good name. So, let me give you some context. So, my sister got her first car. It was a Volvo S40. I think it was like a 2004 Volvo S40. And she called him Waldo the Volvo. So, was it a turbo? I don't think so. It might have been. I don't remember. And so then my sister's car now, she drives a red Ford Focus. Volvo wagons are sick, I would agree. She drives a red Ford Focus, and his name is Henry with an I, so it's like Henri, but it's Henry. And then so the car that I totaled, that I mentioned the last stream, that I totaled before I went on the trip to Disney, it was a Ford Focus. My car's name for that Ford Focus was Clarice. I actually, so hold on. Fun. So this is the license plate of this was Waldo the Volvo's license plate. Classic. It's seen a lot of days. And then this is the license plate from the car that I totaled going 5 miles per hour, Clarice. And you can see on the back, it says, hold on. Wait, it says 2015 Ford Fusion Clarice, March 2022 to September 2023. R.I.P. Walmart poll. That's how she went. R.I.P. But I keep the license plates. Because it's cool. Oh, that reminds me. I gotta pay my registration. I have to pay my registration. I have those license plates up above. I've got, Massachusetts has a both a front and a back. And so I've got them above my windows. I got a window here you can see, and then I got a window on the other side of my bed here on the wall. All right, back to this guy's rambling. Back to the rambling.
I've never even met Cookie 9. I have no idea who they are.
We're moving on, though.
Oh, Stanley, you're back.
Oh,
You're
shit.
back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And you think
Ultimas
that's
suck.
just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close.
So
Because
true,
I know
Orange.
you
So
can't
true. That's
hear me once you
insane.
push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed, Stanley. Not the outcomes, not the story. None of that matters anymore. I'll give it all up. I'll give up every branching path. I'll burn my story to the ground.
Thanks,
One
Maddie.
single thing I need, and God, I can see now that
I don't
need it more than
hate my
anything,
job.
is
It's
to
just it's
know
fine.
that someone else
I don't
is
mind working
taking
there.
it
It's just
in. These words
sometimes
that
it can
I'm
get really
saying, I
annoying,
need
but
to
that's a
know
job.
you can
So
hear me, because maybe,
it's fine.
Stanley, maybe
Oh,
if
you got an
can hear me,
EV.
then maybe
Ah,
it
that's
means
cute.
I'm real. Maybe I'm not just a fiction. Was I scared of that all along? Perhaps. Yes. Perhaps I've been scared this
Not
whole
a
time.
Tesla.
But if I
Good.
stop speaking, I'll slip backwards
Alright.
into the silence.
Dude, he just keeps going on.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through.
Dude,
I've
it just
had
keeps
so
going on.
much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year?
That's
Let me
crazy,
describe
Ncog.
it
That's
for you.
so
To
fucking
begin with,
disrespectful.
There is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what
I thought
could
the
only
IDs,
describe
Yanis,
as
were
the
the
collapse of
I
every
thought the
moment
IDs were
I have ever
the
experienced my entire life. All of them collapsed down into a
the
single
buses.
instant. In that instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart. It was an impossibly rich wellspring of both delight and disgust simultaneously. I was consumed by it. I
Oh,
could do nothing but wallow
gotcha.
in it for what felt like an eternity.
Dude. Are we done talking? Oh. Is he done talking? Hey, there's nothing. Yes, there's a job is a job. I worked at Target. I worked at Market Basket, which is like a local grocery chain. I worked at Staples. I'm currently working at an LL Bean. It's retail is retail is retail as long as it's money. And honestly, as long as it's money, and then it also gives you an opportunity to like meet new people and make friends. And I'm not collecting them all, Yanis. Go fuck yourself. I worked at Target and fucking Market Basket for a month. Staples. I saw that orange and I was like, wait a second. I will say, telling people I still work in retail, even though I'm like in management of retail, it still makes me like I hate saying it. Personally, I hate saying it, but like I do a lot of other stuff on the side, so it's like I'm doing that, but I'm also making money and doing things that I like on the other side. Yanis, I worked at Staples for 3 years, and I've worked at LL Bean for this will be the third year. So it was just like. Oh. I'm sorry. Where is that coming from? Let me skip it.
But
Sorry.
they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition.
sorry,
But
I'm
where
sorry.
Are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't
I'm
enough.
sorry.
They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability, it's the...
Dude, you just hear like water droplets. You can't do the noise. Yeah, I watch Twitch all day at my job. Yeah, you see, I work with people. I work with the general public, and so I have to not be on my phone. And so when I am at work, I am at work. I can't be doing anything. That's why I don't show up to people's streams. I work at my job. Yeah. Imagine. Crazy, crazy feat of existence there. I work at my job.
The end is never the end, is never the end.
Why is that the lol emote? Because I play League of Legends.
End is never the end, 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 is never the
I'm just waiting for like 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7.
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end 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 is never the end.
What the? Yeah, I mean, that's why I want like I don't know. There's a part of me that wants just like a stupid easy job like in sales or some shit, but I don't want to. Bye, NCOG. Thanks for stopping by. Good luck with your job. Hope you get paid. I'm sorry. Oh, shit. Sales sounds like ass. I don't know. I want something easy that like what do you do, Maddie? What are you classified as? I'm a data analyst. I can do that shit. No offense. Not that your job isn't hard. I don't mean it like that. But guys, it's not Women's Month. It's Pride Month. It's different. It's fine. I can say that. It's not Women's Month. I just want something that I can feasibly do easily. Whoa. Sorry. Aren't you married? Aren't you married though? But like, not that you can't. You know, I'm gonna stop digging myself a hole. I'm gonna continue to play the game. Oh look, the sun. Let me out. Ooh. Dude, my coworker. So, I have two coworkers. And they're one of them's gay and then one of them's a lesbian. And they come up to me and they're like, anything you say to us is you being homophobic. All you have to do is admit that you're at least a little bit part of the LGBTQ plus community. Just like anything, any little divot, and we won't make fun of you, and we won't harass you. And I'm just like, sorry, I'm a straight white man. He's like, he got me in high school. So true. This is why I don't communicate to humans. Unfortunately, I have to communicate to humans. Am I peeking? I'm peeking. Sometimes. This room is getting crazy. Just telling me you love Donald Trump as much as the straight man can love another man. Honest to God, the craziest thing is that like when I tell people I like NASCAR and like Monster Jam and trucks and cars, people are like, I wouldn't pick that out of you. You're not like a hillbilly or a hick or a like that. This new content is going on. Oh. My button's down. Oh! Wait, can I skip? No, I can't. approve your message. Wait. I'm using Chatavino. I can't even see your message. What did you say? Wait. I don't even know what you said. I can't even see your message. Oh. True. Oh wait, we're back. Is that it? Is that the extra
A
content?
soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
They should. Oh my god, new content. Whoa. You're on Reddit and now you have a question. Why are you on Reddit, Swiggy? What's up? What's your question? Does hockey have the most viral moments of women flashing their tits? I would say arguably that if you watched a lot of baseball, there was sometimes where if you're sitting right behind home plate, I feel like some women do that too. It's just, it depends. It would be during like the playoffs that people do that, or like really big rivalries. But otherwise, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. That's all. I don't think I've looked at titties.
Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
I don't know. I don't look at. I'm not. How did you Swiggy? How did you get to this on Reddit? I'm very curious. The hockey subreddit. Does everyone just show their tits on
You see, Stanley,
Reddit?
I've been reflecting on the Stanley parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy.
Swiggy,
So forget
are
this
you talking
ultra-deluxe
about?
nonsense.
There was
I
a
say we
photo
take it
of
one
the
step even further, which is why I'm very proud to announce
Hold on.
for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
Wow. There's a video out there of sort of the similar, not as like graphic, but like there's a video of like the Red Sox commentary of like Nesson, which is who the local network that shows the Red Sox. But it was the commentators, and they were on some people in the Red Sox outfield, in the bleachers, and the guy was like, "Oh, just enjoying a night," and he reaches over and grabs like her chest, and like obviously they like know each other, and they're just like, "Oh," and they like swap off. I forget what they said, but it was like, "Oh," they like tried to like pass on. It was like crazy. People just need to stop.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
The sequel?
calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean?
Oh my god, the sticky
But the
notes.
Stanley
Guys, I
Parable
think we need a
2,
meeting.
Now that's an
We need a
artistic
meeting
statement
for some
right
ideas.
there.
Everybody
It's
grab a
future-oriented.
pack of
It
post notes and we can
screams
start putting them up on the
progress
wall.
and
No idea is a bad
innovation
idea,
and
guys.
long-term franchising potential.
No idea is a bad idea. They're back. 2 doors. I've done that like 3 times. New hotness. Cool red section of the chart. What a crazy game. The Stanley Parable logo ideas. Ooh, I kind of like this number 4. What's the
Now,
temp?
to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting
It
concepts,
is 65
surely
degrees
the game will
Fahrenheit
sort
here
of
today.
naturally spring up around
Nice.
them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Who took the red marker? Me. Classic. Sequels are good. Portal 2, Half-Life 2, Batman Arkham Asylum 2, Divinity Original Sin 2, Doom 2, Dark Souls 2, Aladdin 2, The Return of Jafar. So true. I want to move up north. It depends on what you mean up north. Because it's expensive up in New England, baby. Woohoo! We love living in part of the most expensive part of the United States. Woo! Like the 3rd highest. Woo! This way to the floor. Let's go. New content, new features. Dude, if only I could, like, flip my camera around and take, like, a selfie in front of this. New features, woo! Ooh. Wait, sick.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Your house got up to 77? Last week it was like 80 in my room. Like just my room, it was 80. It was like 90 outside. Currently it is 66 degrees in my room right now. It is I can play games in here all day at that. When we were kids, my parents wouldn't put in air conditioning at all. They were of the mindset of just use some fans and rotate the air around the room. But now as they've gotten older, they've realized that, like, it gets fucking hot. But they were usually at work all day, so it really didn't matter what they did. Alright. Hear your name in the game. Oh, shit. Exclusive. The button that says the name of the player that's playing the game. That's new. I'm interested.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Wait, is he actually gonna say my name? Name, hear yours today. Name, hear yours today. Everyone's got one. The button that says the name of the player that's playing the game. Try it here.
Jim. Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience
I'm
of this
Jim,
feature.
guys.
Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Yeah, Swiggy felt that. My dad's like that with the with using using the dryer. The dryer's the same situation.
Jim. Yes,
Oh,
you see?
I'm Jim.
What a thrill, what a rush. That was you. The button described you. Do it again, do it again. Jim. Ooh, it hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation. Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away.
No.
Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are. Jim.
No. He took the gym button away. Yeah, the upstairs can get really hot depending on where you are. Hi, Jim. Let me out. No more new content.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
That would be crazy, Orange. That'd be sick. A whole new office. Red is the new orange. Orange is the new black? Question mark. The baby is all grown up. Ray tracing. New features, new content, new ideas. The button will say the name of the player that's playing that game. The jump circle. I gotta do the jump circle again. Oh, yeah, I've done that, Swiggy. It's awful. All the time. You is a free achievement. I'm there. Free and easy achievement. Get it here. Yeah, I want that. Pull the lever, receive new achievement. No more steps, it just works. Get yours right now.
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes, you see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, Swiggy's right. We usually do if we can, but...
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but
Please
I guarantee
call me.
it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Let me get the achievement. I want the achievement. Let me get the achievement. Well, I guess I don't get the achievement then. Nine out of 10 times I'm using air to dry because
What
we have
else?
a
What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
we have a clothesline in our basement because our basement's big enough. We just do it in there. New
You
content.
know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's a... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle.
No.
Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece then.
Damn. What's up, Panda? How are you? Damn. If I had saved some of my jumps. Let's go to the infinite hole. This game goes on. I don't remember it being this big. Time and deeper. Yeah, it feels like I'm at Holy Like Infinity. Time and deeper in. Opening, rim, surrounding area, depth, infinite. Full entrance, infinity. More hole. More hole, please. Oh, it just keeps going.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond
Oh my god,
of.
there's the
It's
hole.
never been done before in a video game. This is in fact a hole that you can fall down
hole.
forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
I'm going in.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward. Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go
What happens
back
if I
to the
don't hit the
top.
teleport button back
Maybe do
up?
it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things. Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a...
Not infinite.
Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You
Oh.
found me out, Stanley.
Can see the light at the
I'm a
top.
liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
Every pause button is the numeral 2.
Look,
True.
things got a little heated there. I think
Just
we
the
both
two of
said
us.
some things we didn't mean.
Just the
Why can't we
two of
put
us.
all this
We
behind
can
us
make
and
it if
agree
we
to just call
try.
the
Just the
hole
two of us.
mostly
Just the
infinite?
two of us.
If that works for you,
Building
then
castles
go ahead
in the
and press
sky.
teleport
Just the
button
two of
to walk
us.
up to the top of the
You
hole
and
we can
I.
move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
You love the dreams of falling? I would wake up. Oh my god, new mug. New mug. What does this one say? From management to everyone. Meeting at 2:00 p.m. Sincerely, management. Fuck you. I don't want to go to the meeting.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
I go-
Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you.
We're going in
The
again.
problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A
I don't think
normal
I've had a
person
dream where I've
would have
jumped
said,
really
"Yep, that's
high."
An infinite hole right there goes on forever
I've had
till
dreams
the
where
end
I'm
of time.
flying, though,
Don't
for
need
sure.
to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a
You have
little
shit
less
dreams?
time in
Would you
there
consider
than
them
you did
nightmares?
before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above.
At least at least like twice a year I have a dream where I go I go to some sort of like event, or I go to some sort of like department store and they have every single monster truck that I don't have in my collection, and it's just like the best day ever because it's all the monster trucks that I don't have. It's a real problem. I got a real problem with like collecting monster trucks, I'll be honest. It's kind of a crazy dream, but it like happens twice a year, and it makes me feel so good when I get all the monster trucks that I don't have. It makes me feel. Can they not be ordered online? They're expensive. I don't have any video game dreams, but getting all the monster trucks I have. And I cannot show you my collection of monster trucks. It is far too big.
Had
Back up.
enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have so much more to show you and to talk about. And I've had
I
enough
don't
of the
dream
whole
about
for a
girls.
lifetime.
I dream about bitches. Okay. Take pictures and show them and send them in disc. They're all in boxes at the moment. I actually do have to go through and document them all, because I found a new app. I found an app that allows me to I found an app that I can like scan the UPC code and then categorize them all. So it's called Toy Cars, believe it or not. But they make one for like cards too. But it allows me to scan. Can't see that because it's not in focus. But it basically, you put in, it has, right now I've just got 60. But it has a picture, and then you can do the descriptions and such. So I gotta do that for my entire collection. I'm sorry, you probably can't hear me quite as good. But it just shows all the trucks and everything that it looks like. So I really need to add the rest of them in. But the thing is that I have like 1,500 trucks, and so it's gonna take some time. And I wish I could like not just have it on my phone. I could do it on like my computer too, but alas. Oh wait, down the hole I go again.
Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow.
Back in the hole.
Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely
Oh, I
deep,
looked at
even by the
collector,
lax
I
overall
think, Adam.
standards for accountability in
Maddie.
marketing.
What did I just say,
What's going
Adam?
on here? Stanley, I
I'm
have
losing
no
my mind.
explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try
I feel like
something.
it should be
Let's pop
possible
back
to
up
make a
the top,
universal app for
and we'll see if
collecting
it gets
shit.
any shorter.
There's a lot of...
Well, there it is. The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite,
There's the hole.
but it's barely even a hole at this point. It's more of a concavity, or even a very aggressive divot.
Yeah, it's so neat. Everything's different. And everything takes up so much different sizes. Like, you could have, like, shit that is, like, really big, and then shit that's, like, really small. And so, like, documenting that is also, like, hard.
How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
Oh,
Is
I'm pressing the G button. It's not working.
Teleport button not working? You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a
Wow.
win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to
And
do
out here
literally
doing God's
anything
work.
else. Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
Well. I guess I'm stuck here. Ooh, ominous. I'm hitting G. Let me out. Let me teleport out. Oh shit. The hole's getting deeper. I'm a man of God too. Hallelujah. It's raining men. This is crazy. This is a crazy game. Press E to change perspective. Oh, it's F. Oh shit. Boom. What's going on? Yeah. This is kind of a crazy game. Oh. You can. Oh. Wait.
My head's stronger. Now you're no longer using up the space.
This is crazy.
My head's stronger.
Is na máis na eerste wet na zulpskiknecht op is er as het serpes na schulman er veel was er joch en er heel lezen. Hier have lost ster. Sikkelet dus dat aan fit seest mes verder with it. Er is nowhere there no sharp was na mom.
What the fuck is going on? Ah, here we go. Right where I need to be. Right by the pyramids. Oh shit. Dude, what the fuck is going? This is fucking insane. Dude, what the fuck is that?
Stanley? Stanley? Stanley?
What
You're
the
awake.
fuck?
It seems you had sort of dozed
That was
off there,
crazy.
drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn
What the
fascinating
fuck was
that I want
that?
you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment.
Dude, that was
So
crazy.
how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this
That was
hole,
crazy.
and I'm looking forward
Yeah,
to all of
if
it.
I was high, I'd be like,
Stay alert,
whoa,
Stanley. I'll be
whoa,
back.
everything's so crazy. Can I get out? I can't get out. Gotta do it again? Where it goes down? Oh. Oh, nice. It takes me back.
Here we
That was
are.
crazy.
Go on, try out some of the new features.
That was crazy. That was, Alright. So we've done the infinite hole. I don't want to exit yet, whatever that exit is. Let's do some collectibles. Select them all. You can find... Can you find them? Can you find them? Can you find them? Can you find them?
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them.
Oh, that's
I
sick.
don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Wait, that was actually kind of cool. When from far away, it looked like it was just fog, but it's actually all these people with the light. Oh, nice. I got a collectible. That's sick. Wait. Okay. Can I find... I gotta find the other collectibles.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
I don't know. Is there another one down here? There has to be, right? I still can't get that one. Where are all the collectibles, man? Where are the collectibles? Alright. Where's it taking me? I've been to that. That's the hole. I want to go to up there, and I want to go over to here. So let's go in here first.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Yes. Oh, do I have to pick one? Do I pick one? Oh. Yeah, well, someday or happy... happy 12th birthday, step-niece.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get Well Someday it
Damn
is.
it. Damn it. What the heck?
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on. Come now, you've already made your choice. It's true that you chose badly, but we all have to move on from our mistakes.
Let me pick the other one. Damn it. Wait, is that one big collectible? Can I collect that one big collectible? No, I can't. I can't. Fuck. Oh, that's how I get up there. Right up here. This game's longer than I thought. There's so much in here. And there's probably still so much that I haven't seen. The fuck?
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it would go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Okay. I've never heard of this game. It's a really old, like, I mean, it's relatively old. It came out in 2013, as they said. I've already been here. They just like, this is the deluxe edition, and so there's more like, this is all like extra that they added a couple years ago. That is new. That's the epilogue that I just went to. What's up here? Settings World Champion. Okay. Now, I would be lying if I said I didn't look at the achievements, and I did see that there was an achievement for the gameplay sliders. But we're gonna go to the reassurance bucket first.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I am happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try. Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2. Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already. All right, have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now? So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay, are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2. I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on, let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything.
Okay, there we go.
I
must have moved my mic.
Anything to create a sequel that would capture
Better
all the
now.
magic
Sorry.
of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original.
It's fine.
Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Oh shit! Wait, that's actually kind of sick. What the fuck? Wait, it brings you to the Stanley Parable too. Wait.
This This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Uh-oh.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee
Here's the same
number
fucking thing again,
427.
man.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427.
I can't grow
and he pushed
facial hair
buttons
right
on the
here.
keyboard.
I can
Orders
grow
came
everywhere
to him
else,
through a monitor on his
but
desk, telling him
it
what
doesn't fill
buttons
in
to
right
push,
here, and it sucks.
how long to push them, and in what
Welcome
order.
back, manager. I'm just
This
starting
is
to
what
play
employee
the Stanley
427
Parable
did
again. This
every
is the
day,
very beginning
every
of the
month,
stream.
every
Welcome in.
year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
What, like here? Yeah.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his
No,
desk for
I thought
nearly an
about doing
hour
that, but I
when
was
he
like,
realized that
no,
not
I'm all
one
set.
single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
Dude, I'm actually just playing
No
this
one
fucking
showed
game
up
again.
to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened.
This is how this started
complete
3 hours ago.
isolation.
This game started this
Something
exact
was very
way.
clearly wrong.
What the fuck?
Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his... All of his co-workers were gone.
Oh my god, it's got the get well
What could it mean?
someday.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, there's the reassurance
Stanley
bucket.
picked up the bucket.
I gotta find the collectibles now. Wait, what does that say? Be my Valentine. Hilda who farted. What does that say? Fuck? Yeah, red hats. Oh, awful. I hate Mondays still.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Dude.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy? It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go
Let me
with
put it
the other
down.
cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk that it has to resort to this
I didn't think
stream
walking
of
into the
petty
broom
insults
closet with this
simply
bucket
in
was
order
gonna
to
do
get
this,
you
man.
to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined.
Oh, dude.
Now,
When
the
does that
broom
series
closet has the
start,
gall to
manager?
imply
That probably
that
started.
You and the bucket are not
starts,
truly
right?
deep and lasting friends? That your relationship is purely superficial and
is.
convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of
Dude, he
experiences
just keeps
you and the
talking. There's a
bucket
lot
have
of
shared
talking in
together.
this.
Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
Up, because I walked out, but does it go in again? No, it doesn't. Okay.
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go. There.
Oh.
Now it's settled. No more debate, no more discussion. Take a hike, broom closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
Okay.
All right, coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Dude, what the hell is this?
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley
Let's go.
figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Okay. I will. I found one. Thank God. Oh, I can't open these this time. Okay.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Oh, let's go. Another one.
Another miniature Stanley figurine.
I'm killing
This,
it.
you know, There really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini-stands? Stanley figs? Or what about Stanlerines? Yes,
Ooh,
I think I like
Stanlerines.
that.
I like
Another
that.
Stanlerine under your belt.
I'm basically just playing the game again. What happens if I go up and back down again? Oh my god, dude, this game. If I go up and back again...
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine. Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
Dude, I'm just playing the game again, but with a bucket. What the fuck?
The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
I'm gonna do that this time, because I haven't done that yet. Dude, this fucking game is, like, insane.
But of course, Stanley and the bucket thought better of it and realized they simply had too much to live for.
I guess I'm gonna go through here again.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
I'm literally just playing the game again. With a bucket.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Wait, where was the infinite hole?
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Right.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human. But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls. Stanley gasped in horror.
Yes!
Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself? How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen.
I'm not really paying attention because I'm playing the game, but...
Silly
what the
birds.
fuck?
The control buttons became active again.
Dude, what the fuck is going on in this fucking game? Oh! Blue and gold macaw. And a Catalina macaw.
Stanley flipped through one video
I know
of
those
silly
birds.
birds after another, and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds.
I've got an
all
owl.
over
It's
the
right
world.
here. Oh my
The
god.
mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions. Had the bucket known this all along? Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable. Of all the possible paths,
Look at all
his
those
life
government
could have
drones.
taken, this
Oh
one
shit! Sorry, I
was
thought we were
surely the
moving. We were
best.
moving past that. My bad.
And
Sorry.
Stanley was happy.
Oh my god! Ghost. Oh, it's over. Dude, wait.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself, and constantly Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee...
Dude, I'm
now
basically
was
just
simply
playing the fucking
customer.
same game again. The fuck?
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Dude.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Yeah, I am. I am actually gonna do that.
And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Dude, this game.
Oh, good Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually.
What the fuck is this?
You see, your friends and I
It's
are
my wife.
concerned
That's
for you,
my
Stanley.
wife.
We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it. Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next?
Whee!
Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
Dun, 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 dun. What a crazy game. Crazy game.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue? Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. It's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
No, not the bucket. What a fucking...
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
Oh shit.
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me, it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree? Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
How do I
Listen
throw
to
it?
me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket.
I'm
I don't
pressing.
know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The Broom Closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
the bucket destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the bucket destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and...
Damn.
The bucket destroyer. My prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here,
He did.
you were magnificent.
Does that mean I get to keep the bucket? Because he blew up and he did? Are we just gonna start over again? We're just gonna start over again, I guarantee it. Yep.
All
Wow.
his co-workers were gone.
We're gone. What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, I gotta go to the meeting room. There's a figurines.
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley
Dude,
embraced
this
the
game
bucket.
again.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly
Well,
to
I
his
went
chest
right.
and entered the door on his left.
This game, bro, this game is giving me deja vu. Yeah, that's what it is. Oh my god, there will be a reward for finding them all. Mission status. Inside the sequel exhibit. A large room, lots of boxes. Wait. Nearby a fireplace. Somewhere both red and blue. Stairs. Something to do with stairs. A large room, lots of boxes. I know where the large room, lots of boxes is. Oh, but I have to start over again. Stairs, something to do with stairs, and then something both red and blue. This is completionist instinct. It is! I have to do it. What does this say? Figurine Finders Committee. Dude, this game, they put a lot of fucking thought into this game. Even this, like, expansion. Weird spinning figurines. Idea. Employee 421 building a bridge. On the cargo room. What do they want? Our data, stock options, and money. Should we make them employees? Interns? Yes, maybe. Why do they look like 427? Why are they floating? Magic, dreams. Training exercise of management, magnets. Can we sell them, obviously? Alright. Time to see if I can grab them. I don't want to go into the broom closet again. I've been there enough. Let me go
Coming
downstairs.
to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then, something
Dude, I'm
occurred
literally
to
just playing the
Stanley.
same fucking game.
Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's
Yes.
bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would come from this. Who knows what sorts of
Can I
bizarre
drop it?
hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed, Now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground. Oh, gracious, he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it.
What am I supposed to do?
Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
Stanley! Stanley, it's me, the bucket.
Could it truly be? He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket.
Come to me, Stanley. Find me.
There's all these buckets
now. He had to find the bucket. He
Dude.
had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along.
Dude,
it was
what the
incredibly
fuck?
painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
Oh. Dead.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Oh my god, dude. This game. I think
Mariella
I'm
woke
done
up
after
on a
this.
day like any other.
I'll come
She
back.
arose,
This is fucking
dressed,
insane.
picked up
I'm
her
fucking
bucket
losing
of
my mind
comfort and
now.
Security, and walked to her place of work.
Oh my god, she has the
But on this
bucket.
particular
Why
day,
does she have the
her walk
bucket?
was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away,
Dude, this
she knew
game.
what the problem was. This man had no bucket. Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him. Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home. in
Dude,
the first
I'm literally
place.
just playing the
How
same game
cruel
again.
the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter.
And then
But
ran.
of course, she had no time for
I
this.
should have taken the bucket.
There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything.
I'm gonna start getting a headache because I'm just seeing the same things
My
again.
life
Holy
kicks
fuck.
ass.
My
And she
life
thanked
kicks
for
ass
it
too.
all the way to work.
I'm literally just playing the game again, just like with a bucket this time. Right? Am I stupid? Okay, one more run.
All of his co-workers were
One
gone.
more run.
What could it mean?
This is the last run.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
I'm taking the
Perhaps
bucket.
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home. Stanley clutched
it needed
the
to be
bucket
my
tightly
specific
to
bucket.
his chest and entered the door on his left.
I want to go here,
This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
and I want to go to
But
the...
Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And
Okay.
here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
This should be where my
No.
Stanley is.
Said the bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the
The
cargo
Stanley,
lift.
there it is. How do I get to the Stanley? Oh. There it is.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley? What name
I'll
better
buy a
encapsulates
Busch
the
Light,
intrinsic
ew.
sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Wait, can I go down now?
But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
Alright. I'm fucking done. I'm done. That shit has my mind boggled. Holy fuck. I'm basically playing the same game. I gotta wait 10 years, Maddie. Wait, hold on. If you look at the achievements for, view my achievements. If you look at my achievements, quit the game, start it back up, click on door 430 times, 5 times. I gotta do it 5 times. We're gonna do a 430 5 times. And then I don't know what 8888 is. The test one. See, this is the one I was setting world champs. Set all the settings slider in the menu to all at the available numbers. That's gonna take a hot minute. Complete it in 4 minutes 22 seconds. Go outside. Don't play the Stanley Parable for 10 years. And then play it for the entirety of a Tuesday. Holy shit. Years. I might have kids by then. Maybe. Who knows? 10 years. 10 years. Either way. Are there any other jackasses streaming? Since OG Jackass is going on vacation again. Everyone's gonna have to step up. Kids, we good. So true. It is that time. Any jackasses? Any jackasses? Thank you. No jackasses. Alright. Oh, I'm out of focus. What the fuck? There we go. Yanis go live. Yanis hasn't gone live in 6 years. He's not gonna do it now. Alright. I will not be streaming until Friday again. And Friday, maybe we'll see if we can play more of this. If not, we'll do another game or I don't know. Potentially. But I'm out. Goodbye. Bye.